From parts unknown, this is Mr. Hartgrave.
There has been a lot of speculation regarding what is going to be included in Season 3 of AEW Fight Forever, which wrestlers are going to be coming to the game, and when. In this video, I'm going to give you my best guesses on when we are going to actually see the next season of downloadable content and who is going to be in it. And we are going to get a response from Evil Uno. That's right, I sat down, I talked with Evil Uno last week, and I'm going to bring you the results of that conversation. We are going to hear from Evil Uno in this video, so stay tuned for that. But first, there is this.
I've been telling people on this channel to subscribe, and they won't.
Yes?
What can we do about that? Can you help me out?
Yes.
Maybe if you tell them to subscribe, they'll
Will
do
you
it.
threaten them? I'll threaten them
Yeah,
for you.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. You don't have to do it till you're cursed. Yes, also bonus, sign up for Danhausen's Whatnot. You get a bunch of wonderful, exclusive Danhausen merchandise for auctions, or buy it now sometimes. Whatnot.com/lovethatdanhausen. Give me money.
So now let me state, this is all going to be speculation. I don't know. I have no official word on when the actual dates are going to be, who is going to be in the game. I don't have any statements to bring you from THQ or AEW Games or anybody. Not even Evil Uno knows. Although Evil Uno did have something to say about AEW Fight Forever, so stay tuned for that. It is coming after this. What I'm going to do here, though, is I'm going to heavily speculate on when we are going to see Season 3. And I think this is going to be as accurate as I can be. Because what we're going to do is we are going to look at the dates for Season 2. Season 2, downloadable content pack number 1 with the Acclaimed came out on November 22nd. DLC 2, Beat the Elite DLC came out on December 13th. January 10th was A Storm is Coming, Tony Storm. Now, what do these things have in common? Well, they're all on Wednesdays. So I'm pretty sure the next set of downloadable content, whatever is coming next for AEW Fight Forever, is going to be released on a Wednesday. It's pretty clear in my mind, looking at the last 3 DLC packs. Now, the next thing we're going to see is not only are they being released on Wednesdays, they're kind of coming in the middle of the month. It's not the first week of the month. It's not the last week of the month. It's somewhere in the middle. So given that information, I want to show you the dates that I think we're going to be looking at for Season 3. Let me go ahead and reveal them to you now. Here is Season 3. I am thinking that DLC 1, we are going to see either February 7th, 14th, or the 21st. DLC 2, March 6th, 13th, or 20th. And then DLC 3, April 10th, 17th, or 24th. Now, what I think is going on here is I think that they're shooting for the first Wednesday of the month, or the second Wednesday. I think they're shooting for the second Wednesday of the month. And then if they might end up pushing it back. So like I think in November, they probably wanted to release the DLC. Once again, all speculation. I have no idea what's going on. But that's just what like I would do if I was this company releasing downloadable content. I'd say, hey, let's try for the first week. And then if we got to push it back, we'll push it back later in the month. That's speculation. This is all speculation. Now, further speculation is what if there's more than 3 DLC packs this season? It's very possible. If we are going to see a DLC 4, I would think that we would see that May 8th, 15th, or 22nd. Season 2, it was all Wednesday, right in the middle of the month. So why wouldn't it happen again? So I think that's what we're going to look at. And consecutive months. Season 2 was November, December, January. I'm hoping we'll get season February, March, April. Season 3 might end up getting pushed back a full month. It might be March, April, May. But this is kind of the timeline that I'm thinking about. I just see a lot of people kind of spitballing out there, coming up with crazy stuff. And I think this is the most logical thing that we can pull from the information that's in front of us. All right. Taking that further, who is going to be in the game? Once again, pure speculation, right? Using our logic, using everything that we know about AEW. Okay, we are going to speculate that these are the names of the downloadable content. Yuta, Claudio, Jay White, Samoa Joe, Swerve, Saraya, and Adam Copeland. Now, some of these we have more information on others. I'd say there's some oddball picks in here. Yuta, now most of this, all right, most of what I'm saying right here, I just looked at the main events last year and this year, who was in the main events in AEW that were not in AEW Fight Forever. And these names came up. These are the names of the people who were in main events. So Yuta and Claudio, I don't know. That was like a big Anarchy in the Arena kind of event. So they weren't really in the main. I don't know. They were in an event. Technically, they were in the main event. I just threw them in there because, they were technically in a main event. Now, Yuta, he's more on Ring of Honor right now. I don't know about that. Same with Claudio, quite honestly. He's in Ring of Honor just as much as Yuta is. Like, they are both kind of residing over there. They main event Ring of Honor events. I mean, they might come to the game. They might not. But I figured I'd throw him on there. Jay White seems like kind of a long shot because he's super new. But so is Adam Copeland, and we know that they were recording crowd noise for Adam Copeland. So I'd say Jay White is a possibility. Okay, now Swerve doesn't fit my logic at all, but I didn't want to leave him out. I said if I'm going to put out a list like this and not include Swerve, I'm going to need a reason. Here's my reason for adding Swerve. We have Keith Lee. That's my reason for Swerve. And the reason why is, and you could say, hey, why don't you get Billy Gunn? We have the Acclaimed. Why no Billy Gunn? I don't know. Maybe we will get Billy Gunn. I just don't feel as confident in that because he's not main eventing. And Swerve isn't main eventing either, but he kind of is. Like, he's the main event of a lot of Dynamites. He's been a big name. He was really featured well in that Continental Classic along with Jay White. And he's got so much heat on him right now, and I feel like he's going to be the main event of a pay-per-view very, very soon, if not the main of Revolution, but the one after. So I don't know. I got to throw him in there because he's just so talked about, and we have Keith Lee, and I think they probably started on Swerve at the same time as Keith Lee. I don't know why they wouldn't have, because that was the tag team at the time. It felt very weird to get Keith Lee and no Swerve. That was a lot of the big criticism at the time. It's like, why are we getting Keith Lee but no Swerve? So, I don't know. I'm putting them on here, and I'm totally wrong, or maybe I'm totally right. We'll find out. Saraya. I'm throwing Saraya on here. She wasn't in a main event either. However, Saraya has been talking about how she was scanned for the game or whatever. Fightful reported that Saraya is going to come to the game. Just throwing her on here because we got Toni Storm. We got the Outcast look. We didn't really get the Outcast theme. I feel like the theme and Saraya are going to come to the game in Season 3. Once again, all speculation. I got nothing official here, but I've been saying for a while that I feel like Saraya is as close to confirmed as we can get. Same thing with Adam Copeland. I feel like, if they're recording crowd noise for him, that was confirmed. All right. There's one big name that isn't on this list that I wish was on this list, and that is Evil Uno. And I don't know if we're going to get Evil Uno in Season 3. I don't know if there's going to be a Season 4, if he's going to be in Season 4. But I do know what we need to do to get Evil Uno in the game. But I'm going to have him tell you, here is what Evil Uno had to say last week.
If you're wondering, is there a Season 3? There is. Hint, hint. Oh, you or other Dark Order member been scanned for Fight Forever. I have... You know what? I took a lot of pictures very, very long time ago, but at this very moment, the only Dark Order members are Mr. Brody Lee are in this game, John Silver is in this game, and former member Anna Jay is in the AEW Fight Forever game. Who will be in Fight Forever in the future? I cannot tell you that. I also don't entirely know. But Season 3, there will be more. There will be more people. We love you, and we are going to keep bringing those signs front row to AEW events until it happens. You know what? That might be the only way it happens. By sheer will of the people. The people must tell AEW that they want Evil Uno in the video game. And then maybe, eventually, someone will cave to the idea because they haven't yet.
If you haven't been following the channel, let me explain a little bit. Do you see that sign back there in the background? Evil Uno has actually signed that. That's a sign that was at World's End. If you go watch the World's End pay-per-view, my producer was in the front row waving that sign around. And before the event, a couple of signs were delivered to Evil Uno. He signed one for me and got it over to us when he was here in New Jersey, and he's kept the other one. And that was the footage that you just saw was from a Twitch stream that he did last week, and we caught him live on Twitch, and we talked to him a bit about that. That's what he had to say about the sign, and it looks like Evil Uno is basically confirming that he is not downloadable content at this time, but he needs our help. And now I know there's an online petition out there, but I don't think online petitions are going to get this done. We got to go do this in person. We need to get Tony Khan's eyes on this, because it might come down to him just writing a check for AEW games and making it happen that way, because I don't know how else it's going to happen. Like I was saying, the names that I was speculating were going into the game, these are all big names, main eventers that will sell well. At least in my opinion, that's what I think they're going to need to do, with the exception of, a couple of names in there that maybe aren't as popular as others. But you got to know, like Adam Copeland, Saraya, Samoa Joe, these are going to sell, DLC packs. People know those names, they know those people, and they're going to want to buy that DLC. People, the general population, that are going to be buying this game or buying downloadable content, they might not know who Evil Uno is. They probably do not. He's not main eventing. He's not on TV that much. When they came here in New Jersey, he was literally the match. He had a match. It wasn't filmed, or at least it wasn't shown on any of the shows. It was like a bonus match. So they're going to need our help. We're going to have these signs at the next pay-per-view. We're going to have these signs at Revolution. Once again, I believe we're going to be front row. If you are going to be at the Revolution pay-per-view, Sting's final match, let us know, and my producer will meet you there with these signs, and he will give you one. We will have plenty to go around. We brought like 40 of them last time. People took them, but they didn't hold them up. They were there in the front row section. We need you guys to hold them up. We need to let AEW know, let Tony Khan know, basically, that we want Evil Uno in the game. I think he would be the guy to write the check. So that's what we're trying to do, because we love Evil Uno, and he's been supporting this game from day one, just like we have. And he's been in AEW since day one, and he loves this game, and I think he should be involved in this game. So let me know what you think about all this. Let me know when you think the downloadable content's coming out. Let me know who you want and who you think is going in, and if those things match. There's also a lot of other great videos on this channel. We've been doing a lot of great AEW reactions. We've been reacting to Dynamite, and they've been getting a lot of views. Thank you so much for checking those out. We're going to be doing a lot of exciting stuff coming up, so make sure you like and subscribe. And Grave Diggers, keep digging.
Stop what you're doing, baby, and follow Mr. Hargrave from parts unknown, if you will, baby.
I've seen the demon's face.
Mark joined one half of private party, say what up to the Grave Diggers, and keep doing your thing.
On my knees in praise of the horrible things that took her away.
Watch another video or be cursed.